loves, it's Sam. As you guys know, I dyed my hair pink. Now it's faded a lot. I was out in the sun at the Firefly Music Festival in Delaware with Nokia, so it did actually fade really quick, and that's the only downside to doing kind of pastel pink, is that it fades a lot quicker than if you just do like a nice bright pink. So you can see down here, the pieces that I put that were just kind of the straight pink are a lot brighter. They're still in there a lot better than the pastel pieces. But if you are someone who likes that really light, kind of like barely there pink, then this is how to do it. This is exactly what I used. So I'm not going to show you like how I did it. I'm just going to kind of tell you how I did it and show you the products that I used to get it how I got it. So the very first thing that I recommend is like pre-lightening your hair. If you do have roots, you're going to definitely want to lift those up. So instead of doing like bleach all over, my hair just can't handle that right now. It's a lot of damage on the hair. If you're not careful, if you overlap, it can be really damaging. So for me, I wanted to just highlight it. So I went to a professional, I got a bunch of highlights, just a full head of highlights. They used 20 volume and they used, what's it called? Lonza lightener. So that's what I did first. So I still have some of my natural roots in there, which you'll see it kind of gives it more of like a, it has more definition. There's different colors in there, which I really wanted. If you like that kind of like really like all one color look, then I would recommend bleaching it all over. But if you're someone who's kind of like, well, you know, I don't really mind if there's like some other different colors in there, then I recommend just getting a bunch of highlights. Now, if your hair is naturally very dark, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to bleach everything. But I recommend going to a professional to do that. The pink I feel like you can do at home, but the bleaching I wouldn't recommend doing at home if you're not someone who's familiar with hair color and bleaching, etc. The lighter the pieces are, like if you bleach it, those pieces are going to hold a lot better than hair that is like your natural hair color or darker. Obviously, it's just not going to take as well. If you want like a dark piece or bright pink of hair, just take whatever pink you have and just do it straight. If you do want that pastel, you mix it with conditioner. So what you'll need is a bowl. So I just have this little Sebastian bowl that I got at the beauty supply. And then I have two brushes. I actually ended up using this one, the Sebastian one. It has a little bit more flexibility than the Paul Mitchell one. I think this is Paul Mitchell. Yeah, it is. Even though the Paul Mitchell one is wider, this one is just a little bit softer and it kind of bends a little bit nicer. So you'll need that. You will also need some hair foils. Now, I just used Reynolds wrap because I forgot to get them at the beauty supply. So it just food wrap that you buy at the store. Just make sure you get the kind of heavy duty stuff. And then just cut it into like long pieces, kind of like that, and then you're good. That's all I used, and that was just to get these darker, brighter pieces. So the pieces that I wanted to be darker and brighter that I didn't dilute with conditioner are the pieces that I foiled, and I basically just centered my hair all the way down the middle, and then just at an angle started putting just a couple of pieces in, and I just kind of put them in through the bottom, and then just like I would take a piece right here and then just weave it and then put like, they were just so random. It was just kind of like wherever I really wanted to see those peekaboo pieces, and then you put your foil down and put that color on straight. Don't dilute it. Now, the actual pink I used is my very favorite. I've used it before. I used it a few years ago when I did my hair pink for breast cancer awareness in October. And I just did like pieces of pink that time, and I just did it straight. I didn't dilute it, I didn't make it pastel. This is the Scruples Urban Shock Color Craze Pink Intense Hair Color. You can find this at Cosmoprof. I'm not sure what other beauty supplies stores have it, but you can get it at Cosmoprof. I believe it's like $7 or $8. The great thing about this is that a little bit does go a long way, especially if you are diluting it with conditioner to do that pastel pink. So you'll see here it shows you 3 different shades, and that's basically if you want that really bright, like what I have down here, you're just going to use it straight. Squirt it right into a bowl. It's just a squirty tube, and just directly apply that if that's the color you want. The nice thing about that is if you do have kind of a darker natural blonde, it will hold a lot better in your hair rather than the pastel, which the pastel is not really going to do much at all. And then just depending on how many drops you put to conditioner, you can make it kind of what shade you want. So it's very customizable depending on how many drops you mix into your conditioner. So if you have a bunch of conditioner laying around that you either really don't like or you just have extra of, or you know, whatever, you can use any conditioner. It doesn't matter what kind of conditioner it is, and you're just sorry. I'm talking too much and my throat is so dry. I need some like honey. So this is the Kiss the Perfume Cherry Blossom Hair Treatment. If you guys watch my videos, you'll know that this just wasn't very good as a hair treatment. All it does is make your hair smell good, but it doesn't really condition very well. It's just really not a hair treatment that I would like recommend. So I had a bunch of it, so I figured why not use this as my base for me to mix my color into. So any conditioner that you have laying around will work. Obviously, the better the conditioner, the better it will be for your hair, because this is not going to, it doesn't have any developer. You're not putting any kind of, this specifically is not going to damage your hair because it's just a straight pink dye. It's basically like putting food coloring into your hair almost. It's not going to lift, it's not going to damage, it's not going to do anything other than just kind of stain the hair. So this specific pink minus the bleach, okay, so the bleaching of your hair, the highlighting is what's going to damage it. This you can do however much you want. It's really not going to do anything to your hair other than condition it. So if you do want to use something that's slightly better of a treatment, that's a really rich hair mask, it's only going to leave your hair even better once you rinse it out. So you're just going to take a bunch of this, like literally just, depends on how much hair you have, but you can always double mix, you can always mix again if you run out, but just basically pour this conditioner straight into your bowl. Then you're just going to start off by doing like a squirt of this. This stuff goes a long way, so you do not need very much. So if you want a pastel, just keep on adding little drops until you get the color you want. You're basically just going to find the color that you want by mixing this into this conditioner, and then once you achieve the color that you like, start applying it to your hair. You're just going to separate your hair into 4 sections, so all the way down the middle and then straight back behind the ear, so that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I always like to kind of go around the hairline first, so all around my face, all around the back of my neck, straight down the hairline in the middle, and then straight down the hairline, so that you kind of separated those 4 sections. And then I start in the back, so I just kind of take sections going up, real small sections. You want to make sure that you really get the color very well into the hair. You don't want to have like these big streaks or blotches of blonde where it didn't take because you didn't put enough product on. So just make sure that you're working with, like, I don't know, this kind of thick of sections, and you're just going to basically go straight across and just paint it all on. Make sure you use gloves. It's pink, it will stay in your hands, and you're just going to get it from root all the way down to the end. So what I usually do is do all of my roots first. So I start doing all the roots here, all the roots here, all the roots here, and then all the roots here, and then I go back to the first section that I started and pull it through the ends, each piece individually, like I were doing my roots, but I'm pulling it through my ends instead. You don't want to just grab a bunch in your hand and just go plop. It's not going to be evenly distributed through your hair. So you want to take your time and make sure you get it through each section. I basically had to mix like 3 times because I do have a lot of hair. So I used up all of this, and then the second time around I used up my Bain de Terre Passion Flower Color Preserving Conditioner. So I just added that conditioner and added more pink. And then the third time around I used up my It's a 10. So needless to say, my hair was really conditioned by the end of it. So then, sorry, I didn't tell you the first step. You're gonna need gloves as well. Put some petroleum jelly all the way around your hairline. So all around your forehead, up over your ears, all over your ears, around your neckline, anywhere that basically you don't want pink to be. This is a dye, it will stain your skin, so make sure you put Vaseline. That's going to protect your skin from getting any staining, so that as soon as you wipe it off, there's nothing on your face, so no one's going to be like, hi, I have a pink line all the way around my face and I look ridiculous. Basically, after you have it all on your head, you can just kind of clip it all up. Make sure that it's like not like super duper slicked back and tight, but you know, clip it up to the top of your head so that it's not going to get in the way, get all over your wall or wherever you're going to be walking. And then I left mine on for 35 minutes. Now, because this is just a conditioner and a dye, it's not like you're going to over process. You couldn't leave it on for an hour if you wanted to. I just left it on for 35 minutes because I'm impatient, but you could leave it on for 45 minutes. it really doesn't matter. It kind of just depends on what you want to do. I mean, don't leave it in for the whole entire day. I say at least 35 minutes. Don't do it any less than that. 35 minutes at least. But if you want to go up to 45 minutes or a little bit more, that's totally fine. It's literally just conditioner and a little tiny bit of this. Like, you will use the tiniest amount of this compared to conditioner. Basically, most of the stuff that you'll be putting in your hair is conditioner. So that's what I like about this, is that you're literally just letting a humongous amount of conditioner sit on your hair for 35 minutes, 45 minutes, however long you decide to take it off. And then when you rinse your hair, rinse it with cooler water. Don't use hot, scalding hot water. Just use kind of a cooler, like lukewarm, and then just shampoo and condition as normal. So to wash your hair, I recommend using the When by Chaz. This is the Summer Mango Coconut. Now, I didn't take this with me on my trip, and I didn't use it for the first and second time that I washed my hair, so I did get a little bit more fadage because of that. This stuff is basically a cleansing conditioner, so it doesn't have like that kind of stripping effect like normal shampoos have. This is what I used to use when I had my pink hair before, and if you remember watching me back then, my pink lasted for so long without fading. So I really highly recommend, if you do any kind of bright colors in your hair, this stuff is amazing because it's not a shampoo, it's a cleansing conditioner. So your hair is still gonna get clean. You're not gonna be like this greasy, grimy, like you're not gonna feel like you're just putting conditioner in your hair. It does wash your hair, but it's just less stripping. It really helps your color stay in a lot longer. Smells really, really good. It is a little bit weird to get used to because you're so used to using a shampoo, then rinsing, and then a conditioner, and then rinsing. So make sure you follow the instructions completely, like exactly how they say. But I highly recommend using this for someone who does color their hair a different color, or even if you do reds or whatever, because it really, really helps to keep your color vibrant and in your hair a lot better than pretty much anything I've ever tried. Even when they say, oh, color preserving, that stuff is seriously the best for colored bright hair. So I recommend using that, and I recommend using that the first time, like when you rinse your hair out. I recommend using that after you've colored it because it really just helps lock that color in there. Color locking sprays are always really good. Paul Mitchell has a really great one that is called Color Protect, which I always recommend. If you can find a Color Protect like sunscreen spray for your hair when you go out in the sun, which I should have gotten but I don't have one, I really recommend that because then you're going to get that UV protection for your hair. If you are out in the summertime and you're out in the sun all day long, it's really going to help kind of keep your color protected from getting bleached out from the sun. And then of course, like always, a good leave-in conditioner or like the It's a 10 spray. I'm using the Alterna CC cream, which is amazing. I absolutely love that right now. I'm almost out of. And then of course, always make sure you're using a good styling product when you blow dry, a heat protectant, shine serum, whatever you prefer, Moroccan oil, whatever, just to keep it so that your hair is protected against the heat and all of the delightful things that come up against your hair in the world. So that is how I got my pink hair. I absolutely love it. You need a change and you don't want to cut your hair off, do something fun, do a bright pink color. Now I initially decided to do pink because I'm working with Ford. I'm a model of Courage for their Warriors in pink. So I figured it was quite fitting. I mean, I've done my hair pink before in the past because my mom passed away from breast cancer, but I figured, seeing as it's not October, which is not, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I figured I'm a warrior in pink, I'm a model of courage, I might as well just do it anytime. It doesn't have to be October to raise awareness for breast cancer and to kind of show my support for anyone who is struggling or who has lost a loved one. I lost my mom when I was 14. So it's just a really fun way to kind of spread the word and raise awareness. And it was awesome because today I was at the post office. We were getting passports for the kids, and the lady was kind of mentioning my pink hair. She was talking to Phoenix about it, and she said that she was a breast cancer survivor, and every October her girls dye their hair pink in support of her. And so it's funny because if it wasn't for me having pink hair, there's no way we would have been having that conversation. Like, it wouldn't have gotten sparked or brought up because it wouldn't be something that you would just be talking about. So because of my pink hair, it kind of got another lady like kind of expressing what she had been through and just her struggle, all because I dyed my hair pink. So that's kind of the main reason that I did it, was just to, you know, if you see my pink hair and you automatically think of breast cancer and raising awareness and checking yourself, then cool beans. I hope my hair helps you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new and you did find this helpful. And then don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, and my blog samschuerman.com so that you can follow me along my adventures. And then of course, don't forget to subscribe to my daily vlog channel if you haven't already, because then you get up to date with things that are going on way before this channel, don't you know? Because that's every single day. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!